This is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. My name is Marc Stevens. I do a radio show. I was interested in speaking to you and also possibly the sheriff regarding the basic functions of the office, specifically about the application of Idaho state law.
Okay. In what context?
Well,
that's Idaho law is pretty broad.
Well, and I'd like to be able to record and use your comments for the air, if that's okay.
Well, yeah. Can I talk now? Because the sheriff's not even in town until Monday. So.
Well, no, the show's not live right now.
What it's for.
What it has to do with. Would you agree that the general presumption that the government, like yourselves, operate under is that if I am physically in Idaho, that the Constitution and laws of the state of Idaho apply to me?
If you're living or working or recreate, hanging out in Idaho, then
I'm just driving through. I'm just driving through for the day. I'm going from Washington.
Then you have to follow the laws of Idaho, yes.
Right. So while I am physically in Idaho, the Constitution and laws of Idaho apply to me.
Yes.
Okay. My question is for you, and then I would also ask the sheriff, would be, do you have any actual facts to prove that just because I'm physically in Idaho that the Constitution and laws apply to me?
I would not. I'm not a legal expert, so I wouldn't speak to that, but I would be happy to pass you on to him. I mean, he's not in town until Monday, but if you'd like to speak to him, that'd be fine. Or actually, a prosecutor would probably be a good one, too.
I agree with you, and the prosecutor's office for several weeks have refused to return any of my calls and any of my emails. And I've also spoke with the commissioner, one of the three commissioners. Mm-hmm. He hung up the phone very hostile with me and accused me of violating federal law. He claimed I didn't tell him I was from the media and I was recording. And then I followed up with all three of the commissioners. They have refused to communicate with me. I have been told by a number of Mr. Dvorak with the Attorney General's office, quote,
Todd Dvorak, yep.
Yeah, this office will not cooperate with you. And then he slammed the phone down on me. I've spoken to two other, Paul Panther and one of his subordinates, Mr. Anderson, and both of them hung up the phone on me and
you don't have a very good track record here.
No, actually,
People are liking you very much.
Well, it's not that. I think it's not a personal thing. I just think that they're just not very nice people. I mean, you are honest and you agree that that's the way the government operates, but you're not in a position to actually prove it, and you just
exactly because that's just not my background. So I don't enforce the laws, I don't go make traffic stops either. So
but you'll publicly state as a public information officer that if I'm physically in Idaho, the laws apply to me, but you have no evidence to prove that statement. And the difference is,
I wouldn't say that. I would actually have an expert say that. That's my job, is to arrange that. Is to have experts say that. And the people who actually enforce the law, those are the people that I would have say that.
Okay, and hopefully that the sheriff is going to be a bit more upfront, because now I have a record now of the attorney's office, the commissioner's office, and 3 attorneys from the Attorney General's office, and I've also spoken to the governor's office, and they're still trying to get back to me. I've also spoken to 4 people, including one of the top attorneys at the tax commission, and they're either unable to present the evidence and they're open like yourself. I don't know, or they have gotten very hostile with me and slammed the phone down.
Mm-hmm. So who do you work for? What radio station?
I do a show called the No State Project, and it's a small syndicated show on the Liberty Radio Network. Mm-hmm. And
so how's the best way for the sheriff to get a hold of you?
That would be at 602 635 1974.
1974. And tell me your name again.
Marc Stevens.
Marc Stevens. Okay. What time zone are you on?
I am in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix, so I'm within an hour of you guys, I believe. And I got to ask you, though, even though this is a very common presumption and that there are peaceful people sitting in prison based on the presumption that if you're physically in Idaho, then the laws apply to you, does it concern you at all that you're not able to prove that?
No, because I'm not in a position of enforcing laws here. So if I were to be one to enforce them, perhaps, then obviously I would have a different legal background.
But these are the same laws that are being enforced.
Right. I'm very comfortable with the way the laws applied here.
Oh. So if you were accused of something, you wouldn't even challenge the police officers or the
I don't know. I've
sheriff's
never been
assistant?
accused of a crime, so I guess I would have to wait to see what happened and what the circumstances were in order, to determine if I would challenge something.
You've never been accused of
It would all depend
violating
on the
the law?
circumstances.
You've never been accused of violating the law?
I have not.
Wow.
Never.
I'm not being
I've never been
sarcastic
issued a
here,
ticket.
but
I've never. Nope.
that you get a slow clap for that one. That's outstanding. Well, I'm glad to hear that there are still some people out there that have not been the victim of a government attack, because they're few and far between.
Nope, never have.
Oh,
but I'm absolutely happy to pass your information on to the sheriff. Like I said, he's at a conference, so he's not even in the state, but I can pass it on. I'll email him and see if he's available, and then hopefully can connect with you in the next day or two.
Sure, you can actually connect my email to that if you like.
Okay, yep, sure. What is it?
It's Marc Stevens. It's Mark with a C.
Okay.
Stevens with a V.
Okay.
And that's at mail.com.
Okay. I will send it to him right now.
Great. I appreciate your time, ma'am.
All right. Thanks very much, Mark.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.